Hello students. No candle loses its light while lighting another candle. So we should not stop sharing, caring and helping others because it makes our life more meaningful. With this beautiful message, let us start today's lesson. Last class, we read some of the common diseases affecting humans, their mode of transmission and few general methods of prevention. Next, we are going to discuss disease-causing microorganisms in animals. Several microorganisms not only cause diseases in humans and plants but also in other animals. Robert Koch, in the year 1876, discovered the bacterium Bacillus anthracis, which causes anthrax disease. Bacillus anthracis, which causes anthrax disease in humans and cattle. Foot and mouth disease of cattle is caused by a virus. So, name of two animal diseases we have learnt. One is anthrax, the other is foot and mouth disease. Anthrax is caused by a bacterium. Foot and mouth disease is caused by a virus. Next, which we are going to discuss, disease causing microorganisms in plants. Several microorganisms cause diseases in plants like wheat, rice, potato, sugarcane, orange, apple and others. The diseases reduce the yield of crops. Yield means production of crops. Let us learn some of the common plant diseases. See some common plant diseases caused by microorganisms. Name of the disease, citrus canker. Causative microorganism, bacteria. Mode of transmission through air. Citrus canker occurs in citrus fruits like lemon, orange. See a picture given here. The premises which appear on the fruits, even on the leaves also, and gradually it fall off. Then rust of wheat. In wheat plant, it is caused by a fungi. Mode of transmission through air or through seeds. Other one, yellow vein mosaic of windy or okra. Causative microorganism virus. It is transmitted through an insect. White fly transmits this disease. See, rust of wheat. This brown pustules or small patches which appear on the leaves, even on the stems also, and it degrades the quality and quantity of the grains. Next, this yellow vein mosaic or windy. Here you see the leaves and the veins turns yellow, and the fruits of these plants, if you see affected plant, you will see this becomes hard and yellow in color and it becomes unfit for consumption. So here we have learned some plant diseases. So we have been discussing about harmful microorganisms. So they cause diseases in plants, animals and human beings. Do you recall one of the videos I showed you, bread mold? So bread which we take as our food, but when it is affected by mold, can we take this as our food? No, it turns into poison. And if we take this, say about if it remain unnoticed, it has been attacked by that microorganism, and if we take it as our food, we will fall sick. We will feel like vomiting, or even we may vomit also, headache, other symptoms which may occur. So this is called food poisoning. And from this comes out two facts. One is microorganisms cause food poisoning, and the other the spoiled food. Because of taking the spoiled food, we may suffer from food poisoning. So microorganisms can spoil food. They spoil cloth materials, even leather goods also. In summer season, a fruit very common in the market is mango. Few days back, some mangoes had been brought from the market. Some of these were eaten and few left. When I felt like eating this, I saw this is spoiled. See, and it has become unfit for consumption. So within few days it gets spoiled. Whereas I'll show you something. See, these are also mangoes, and it is pickled and it has been kept for more than 1.5 months. For pickling, what has been used? See, mustard oil and some spices. So adding of some substances has increased the shelf life of the food. That what we say food preservation. Now what we are going to discuss. Food preservation prevents the growth of microorganisms. Let us study the common methods to preserve food in our homes. First, chemical method. Salts and edible oils are the common chemicals generally used to check the growth of microorganisms. Therefore, they are called preservatives. We add salt or acid preservatives to pickles to prevent the attack of microbes. Sodium benzoate and sodium metabisulfite are common preservatives. Sodium benzoate and sodium metabisulfite are common preservatives. These are also used in the jams and squashes to check the spoilage. Preservation by common salt. Common salt has been used to preserve meat and fish for ages. Meat and fish are covered with dry salt to check the growth of bacteria. So these are covered with dry salt to check the growth of bacteria. Salting is also used to preserve amla, raw mangoes, tamarind, etc. Next is preservation by sugar. Jams, jellies and squashes are preserved by sugar. Sugar reduces the moisture content, which inhibits the growth of bacteria which spoil food. So sugar reduces moisture content, which inhibits, that means stops the growth of bacteria which spoil food. So by adding sugar also we can preserve food materials. Then preservation by oil and vinegar. Use of oil and vinegar prevents spoilage of pickles because bacteria cannot live in such an environment. Right now I have shown you. So pickles, oil and vinegar which are used in this environment, bacteria cannot live. Vegetables, fruits, fish and meat are often preserved by this method. Actually, many processes designed to preserve food involve more than one food preservation method. Like preserving fruit by turning it into jam involves first boiling to reduce moisture content and to kill bacteria. Then sugaring, that is adding sugar to prevent their regrowth, and sealing within an airtight container to prevent their regrowth. So some of the food preservation method we have learnt about. But what about milk? Can we store milk by using the methods we have discussed? No. So what to do? Let us see. See, it is very common in our homes. Boiling of milk. Milk is boiled before we use or store it. Actually, boiling kills many microorganisms. Also, keeping in low temperature inhibits the growth of microbes. So, storing milk is by boiling and cooling it. The milk is heated in commercial scale when large amount of milk has to be stored. So how it is being done? The process is there. The milk is heated to about 70 degrees Celsius for 15 to 30 seconds and then suddenly chilled and stored. By doing so, it prevents the growth of microbes. This process was discovered by Louis Pasteur, and so it is after his name. This process is called pasteurization. So, pasteurized milk, the milk packets you might have noticed, it is written as pasteurized. That means by this process it has been stored. Now, storage and packing. These days, dry fruits and even vegetables are sold in sealed airtight packets to prevent the attack of microbes. So, by storing it in this airtight sealed containers, that also prevent the growth of microorganisms. So, today we have learned some plant and animal diseases and also food preservation.